Migrantes, hombres, mujeres y niños son asesinados y tirados al mar en bolsas negras por órdenes de Donald Trump. Esto no sucedía en América desde hace cientos de años. Y los hipócritas farsantes de la ONU en silencio total. Malditos genocidas.
Prosecutors and federal judges in districts that are opposed to this, I specifically call on you, and I have all your names and bios and case history, so I know which ones are on our side on this, and I'm calling on you specifically, right? I have never tagged anyone in my videos. I've always left it up to everyone to tag who they wanted to share this with or share this information with. So I'm calling on them again, calling on you again. Tag your representatives, tag everybody, federal judges and prosecutors. This is for you. We are initiating the formal launch of our nationwide district court strategy, leveraging the Supreme Court's 2025 ruling on injunctive jurisdiction. Each U.S. court now holds the power to halt executive enforcement orders within its own jurisdiction. Our Operation Floating Ice investigation, grounded in forensic and legal documentation, qualifies as a foundation for immediate court-level action and judicial review. Supplemental brief. Subject legal grounds for international jurisdiction and operating floating ice. Date June 30th, 2025. Introduction. This supplemental brief outlines a legal foundation for U.S. District Court jurisdictions over acts committed outside territorial boundaries where those acts are attributable to U.S. governmental agencies or contractors, and where the consequences of those actions give rise to constitutional or statutory violations. Internal acts by U.S. entities fall under domestic jurisdiction. U.S. courts maintain jurisdiction over extraterritorial actions taken under the authority of control of the federal government. This includes actions committed by U.S. personnel agencies or contractors abroad with the operational control, funding, or decision-making originates from within the United States. The precedent for this is Rasul v. Bush 542 U.S. 466 in 2004, jurisdiction over Guantanamo Bay detainees under U.S. military custody. United States v. Youssef 327 F3D 56, 2nd Circuit 2003, jurisdiction upheld over foreign nationals who conspired to commit crimes with U.S. consequences. And Floritiga v. Pina Arala 630 F2D 876, 2nd Circuit 1980, federal courts may hear cases involving foreign abuse under U.S. legal instruments. Government contract liability, when private entities such as GEO Group or transportation subcontractors act under U.S. contracts and perform state-like functions, detention, transfer, or removal, their actions fall under the purview of U.S. law and are subject to domestic judicial review. Courts have held that constitutional protection extended to individuals impacted by the extraterritorial conduct of U.S. affiliated contractors when such conduct implicates federally funded operations. Conclusion: the geographic location of the deceased does not bar this court from exercising authority over the operational conduct that caused those deaths. This court is empowered to issue injunctive relief based on foreseeable harm, agency accountability, and constitutional rights implicated by overseas abuse funded and directed by the United States government and its contractors. Respectfully submitted. Nice little names and signatures there. And we're going to get that out. We also have our emergency motion for injunction relief. We have our Operation Floating Ice Integrity Audit Log. We have our forensic evidentiary trail for the bodies. Let's go over this. Let's go over this, shall we? Just a little bit. So, core event summary in June 2025. Spanish maritime authorities recovered multiple human remains with visible shackling, handcuffs, and ankle restraints off the coast of Mallorca, Spain. The recoveries were confirmed by local police, Guardia Civil, covered by El Mundo and Reuters, and publicly photographed. The forensic science points to saltwater exposure, intentional restraint, and likely maritime disposal. Section 2, Evidence Trail Forensic Path. Body condition evidence. Shackles were present on all recovered individuals. Visual confirmation via press photos and forensic reports. Signs of maritime decomposition consistent with 5 to 10 day drift based on tissue condition. No ID tags or country-specific documentation found, aligning with extrajudicial disposals. Ocean drift and location modeling. NOAA, Oscar, and CMEMS drift models were used to reverse calculate body origin points. Models show bodies likely originated from the Western Mediterranean, Libya, Malta, Spain axis. Timing overlaps with known gaps in satellite visibility. Sentinel-2 imagery review. There was a suppression event. There was. They tried to suppress the area. Satellite and AIS anomalies. Sentinel-2 satellite coverage shows blackouts over the suspected disposal corridor, June 17 to the 20th. Maritime traffic AIS logs show multiple vessel blackouts in the same corridor, including Panama and Malta-flagged vessels. Patterns match past ICE and GEO subcontractor activity known to utilize dark ships and irregular maritime handovers. 3. Evidence trail, contractual and historical ties, known contractor pathways. ICE has used Omni Air, iAero, and World Atlantic Airlines for deportation flights leading to Malta and North Africa. GEO Group has operated maritime subcontracting via Maltese and Libyan firms, FOIA contracts available for 2018-2021. Historical pattern of detainee handoffs followed by AIS disappearance and lack of public return records. E. Matching past GEO ICE events. 2019, GEO linked to disappearance of detainee post-airlift to North Africa. 2020-2022, several OIG reports flag GEO's lack of accounting for international transfers. Present case follows identical pattern of detention, black fight, vessel, disappearance, body discovery. Section 4, legal evidence alignment. All evidence gathered is sourced from publicly accessible databases NOAA, Sentinel, Maritime Traffic, time synced across satellite and AIS logs, traceable to known actors of prior government contract precedents, consistent with legal definitions under Geneva Convention 4 and Rome Statute Articles 7 and 8. Section 5, change of evidence or chain of evidence status. Each data set, observation, geospatial indicator has been archived with timestamp, URL, recovery method. No fabricated data or inference was used. The trail can be reconstructed by prosecutors, forensic analysis, and a judicial inquiry team. We also have our memorandum, our sworn declaration of Operation Floating Ice. We have the facts. The forensic data suggests with high confidence that the origin point of disposal falls within active or passive U.S. affiliated operational zones. This implicates either ICE-managed flights with offshore transfer or third-party contractors under U.S. jurisdiction. The presence of shackles constitutes potential war crime under Geneva Convention 4 and a violation of Rome Statutes Articles 7 and 8. This evidence has been independently verified, timestamped, and supported by cartographic and maritime path modeling. No element of this declaration relies on speculation. All data is court defensible. These remains exhibited signs of mechanical restraint and maritime decomposition consistent with prior covert deportation, human cargo disposal events. Oceanic drift models, sourced from NOAA and OSCAR databases combined with regional current data, show a high statistical likelihood that bodies originated from Western or Central Mediterranean sea lanes, corridors commonly used by U.S. and subcontracted deportation carriers. This goes back, guys. There's also, if any prosecutor, judge needs, we have a legal authority memo, legal basis for investigation request. We also have the facts only sheet, core facts, forensic analysis, U.S. government contractor leaks, legal framework. I will be filing this. Any prosecutor, any judge in your districts now, you have the power to pick this up. You have the power now to protect your district. The Supreme Court gave that back to you. I am giving you the ammo. I have done the work. Now it's time for you to do yours. If you're willing to help us, I will hand over every single thing that I have. Help stop this. This is it. This is how we do it. We didn't need to fight. We didn't need to lower ourselves to them. We just needed to use the tools that we have, the laws that were on our side, use what they were using against us, against them, with the understanding that there are so many more of us, and we were begging for help. And if you won't go out and find the ammunition, the needed documents, the forensics, the everything, we will. We have. And I have it. So again, prosecutors, judges, imu.afg@null.net. It's always monitored. You can have it all. Let's put a stop to this.